Hello guys, it is Teenage DC Fan back with another video, and in today's video I will be reviewing the latest episode of Supergirl titled House of L. And fun fact, the title of this episode is a reference, an Easter egg to Kara's family, because she's Kara Zor-El. That's her Krypton last name. So then the episode is mostly about Lex Luthor, so it's just the letter L. And yeah. So anyway, let's get right into it. Most of this episode is takes place in the past, and it's kind of like catching us up with what's been happening and what Lex Luthor has been doing the past 2 years, as well as all the Red Daughter stuff that's been going on. But when you start off the episode, it's before the flashback stuff, and so it starts right off where the last episode left off, and Supergirl is fighting Lex Luthor. Then he brings out his awesome suit, and I had no idea that they would have him use his suit at all, and it looks so good. It kind of reminded me of some concept art and leaked toys from Batman vs Superman that showed Lex Luthor in his suit, but then that never happened in the movie. But anyway, yeah. So then his suit got destroyed, but then that was when Supergirl found out that he had powers. So then he picked up the Daily Planet thing and threw it at Supergirl and then flew away. Then starting with the flashbacks, it was his trial for court, and he was sentenced to 31 life sentences, and then the judge kept coughing, and then he said, "Make that 32," and then the judge just died right there, and then a whole bunch of other people in the room started coughing and choking and then just died because he poisoned them. Probably either their food or their whatever they were drinking was poisoned by Lex Luthor. So then he was taken out of there and taken to jail, of course. And then later you see that at one point he gets a call from the general in the Soviet Union, or Russia, or whatever they're calling it. I'll probably just call it Russia for this video. So anyway, yeah. So he's informed about Red Daughter, which is the clone of Supergirl that happened because of the Harnell, aka Black Kryptonite. And yeah, so then he persuades the guard to let him out for 72 hours, and then they replace him with a hologram in his cell, so nobody notices that he's gone. So then he leaves, he goes to Russia, and then he meets her, and then she just keeps repeating Alex. So then when Lex shows up, he says, "Hello, my name's Lex Luthor." And then she says, "Alex?" And of course he has no idea what she's talking about, so he just, and Lex is short for Alex, so he's just like, "Yeah, sure, you can call me Alex." And at the same time, right before Lex showed up, she saved a little boy because there were robbers breaking into his house, and they would have killed him, but they didn't because she showed up, the Red Daughter. So that's cool. And then Lex and Red Daughter start to become closer. They become more like best friends, kind of, because she thinks that because the only thing that she could remember was the name Alex, and since she's calling this guy Alex, she thinks that they were really good friends and that she could trust him, even though he's actually evil and he's just using her. So then he like teaches her a whole bunch of stuff, and she learns so much from him. And then one day they go to America, and we find out that Lex knows Supergirl's secret identity. So he knows that Kara Danvers is actually Supergirl. So then they just go into their apartment, and they're looking around, and then Alex, like Kara's sister Alex, shows up, and then Red Daughter pretends to be Kara, and then after she leaves, Lex leaves and tells her to meet him back in Russia, and but then she wants to explore more because she's like kind of stupid and doesn't know anything, so she wants to explore America. So then she goes to see Lena, Lex's sister, which he had mentioned a few times, and then that's pretty much it there. So then when they get back, Lex realizes that uh, she Red Daughter is like getting soft, and she's starting to understand that that the Americans and Supergirl aren't being evil, and that they're actually the good guys, and that Lex is the bad guy. So then Lex has it arranged so that the Eve, which was Lena's assistant, even though the whole time she was working with Lex, so she got onto like a U.S. Navy boat, and then she fired a thing, like a missile, at the um, at the house of the little boy that Red Daughter became friends with, the one that she saved earlier. Um, so then obviously she's mad about this because she thinks that he's dead. And then she sees in the piece of rubble, she sees a thing that says Ameritech. So then she automatically knows that, like, somehow she knows what Navy boat that came from. So then she goes there, and or she just starts blowing it up and killing a bunch of people. And then Lex shows up and gets mad at her because his plan worked, but it worked too well. So then he has to like fix his mess, and like, yeah, anyway, he just got really mad at her. So then he said that he was going back to jail so that he wouldn't, because he didn't want to be gone from there too long, so that it would be so obvious that he wasn't actually there. And then while he's in jail, he gets a call that she's dying and like she lost her powers and stuff. So then he goes back to Russia, and then he comes to the solution that the only way to save her is with the Harnell, or the black kryptonite. And then Eve explains that Lena has been working on a thing with the black kryptonite that would be able to heal the Red Daughter. So then Lex comes up with this crazy plan because he knows that Lena would never help him, like, let him come in contact with the black kryptonite, because she just knows that he's always got something planned. So he decided to give himself cancer. It's a really stupid idea, but somehow it worked. So he went in the chamber and got sprayed with kryptonite, and then he just got cancer. And then it's like flash forward to present day after what happened last episode. And oh wait, actually one last thing from the flashback. You see that Otis actually saved the boy, and because I guess he didn't want him to die. So he saved him and basically explained, like, if you see a bald guy, play dead. I mean, how much is that gonna help? I mean, he would have been blown up. But anyway, so back to present day, and so Lex goes back to Russia. He has the black kryptonite injected into Red Daughter's blood. She's back alive if she was ever dead, I guess. And then she's like, you came back for me, you saved me, I forgive you and stuff, and I'll always follow you and obey you and stuff. And I hate Supergirl and stuff like that. So then Lex gives her the Red Daughter suit, which is basically the Supergirl suit, but in black, gray, and red, and with the like Russian symbol on her chest instead of the Kryptonian logo. And then then um and basically she shows up in America, and she's gonna try and take out Supergirl. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Stay tuned for my Arrow episode review, which should be out maybe tomorrow night, maybe the night after. And then obviously a Gotham review. Wait, actually no Gotham review, because we have to wait 4 weeks for the next episode, so that sucks. And no Flash. And Black Lightning's over, so pretty much just Arrow. And then I'll watch Riverdale, but I don't do reviews on that because that's not Marvel or DC. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video so I can bestow all my DC knowledge upon you.